This is the kneeling single arm glute kickback. So it's quite an awkward one really to set up. Now with the bench itself, we do want it set up at 90 degrees, and we also want it to where whichever leg we are targeting, that side is in line with the origin of the cable machine. So right for right, I want the right side because I'm going to need a lot of clear movement and a clear passage with that right leg, and left for left. So the bench will need some minor adjustments for the leg to move freely through its path. Now, this is done with an ankle strap. So before we actually attach it to the belay itself, we want to make sure the weight is set, and we want to make sure that it's wrapped around our ankles. Now it can get a little bit awkward attaching it. We want to make sure that we're nice and strong as we do start to waddle ourselves back. The knee, i.e. of the leg that we're not using, will go onto the bench, and we're going to hug that bench for constant support. Now I do like my toe to be pulled back here, and I'm going to keep the leg nice and straight. But you do notice that there's a slight decrease in range of motion, and essentially I'm not getting much flexion at the hip from my leg being pulled up. So what again I like to do for greater ranges of motion, not only for extension but also for flexion, which is also another important thing for the open chain, is that I like to set the machine up around about knee height. So you notice now that the cable is actually pulling my leg closer towards the machine and higher, giving me a greater stretch on that posterior chain, i.e. the glute that I am kicking back. Now you can kick directly back or out to the side. Again, just making sure that we're placing emphasis on the glute and we are feeling it where we should be, i.e. feel the muscles contracting. Be safe, you might need to do a single leg, a little bit of a balance work here in order to detach yourself.